Check. 1, 2, check. Hey, Duff.
God, precast.
Like
I
what
got
do we
lots.
got?
I got lots today.
I had a story, but I
You
forgot.
Yeah. And lots of funny things too. I think we got lots of funny things today.
Okay.
Even
that would be a change.
Yeah. It's so funny today and cool. Even JB's calling in.
Yeah, JB on the
Are you
phone,
there, JB? We're just testing.
Yeah, I'm here, boys. Hey, is part of the podcast going to be talking about your birthdays?
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a surprise?
No, not really. We're just bugging you.
Right.
Yeah. It probably should come up. It's not even one of my notes, but
I was going to say, when you say...
I'm still traumatized by your birthday last year, so I'm sure we'll have to discuss that.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you say morning DDT, I'll say...
Okay. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Or maybe JB could say that.
Or he could say that.
And then,
Either
you say JB, and then we'll say to who? Well, to both of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's just go. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Warning, this podcast will be an injurious waste of your time. Warning, this podcast will be an injurious waste of your time.
Yeah, good morning. I'll take a medium with 2 sugar and a medium regular, please.
There you go, DDT.
Thanks for the coffee, Duff.
10 minutes late.
Wrong location.
Wrong location.
Wrong coffee.
Wrong coffee.
But,
JB, good morning.
Morning, gentlemen. It's a beautiful sunny day today, and it's a very special day for DDT and Duff's birthday.
It is.
So this is a special podcast, boys.
The birthday special.
Birthday special. Isn't that interesting? We have our birthdays on the same day.
So, yeah, do we still have
we're
to
6 years apart.
emphasize that to the
Are we 6
listeners?
years apart?
Probably. Are you 55 today?
I'm 55.
Are you really 55, eh?
I am.
Duff's not even in the 50 club yet.
I know.
49, baby. We
I
just
know.
talked about retiring at 55 yesterday.
We did, and that's
You're
not
not, though,
happening
eh?
for me. No.
Oh, okay.
No,
That's
it's
too
not
bad.
happening for me at all.
That's too bad.
Yeah, that won't be happening for me either.
Yeah.
Really, JB?
No, I'm probably going to be more in the 60 retirement club.
No, you're kidding. You're a government. Both of you guys are government workers. Nobody works that long in the government.
Well, that's what happens when you have a late start with the kids, right? And I mean, my kids are. I mean, if they head in that direction, my kids are going to be in university for the next 6, 7, 8 years, even.
I don't
the age difference between the two of them.
I don't see the overlap between them and their lives when they're 28 and you retiring. What are you getting at?
Yeah, they're going to be young still.
Oh, wow. Boy, we see things differently there. Yeah. Maybe I'd be working till I'm 70 as well if I'm going to pay for my kids to go to school.
That's what's going to happen for me.
Yeah.
But I know Duff.
I think 60 is the number I'm looking at, or around that range anyways.
Mine's
which I think is reasonable.
Mine's like in my grave, basically.
There's no way both your wives are looking at the same number. They're probably going to retire at 52, and you guys are going to have to keep working until you're 60.
I told you, I'm going to work till I'm dead.
Well, I think we're all going to keep busy.
No, I'm actually...
Work
I'll be,
is a strong word, though.
No, I'll be actually 25 years at the place I'm working now, and I'll be 76, and...
Oh, you'll do something to get fired.
Still having the camera on my shoulder.
Before then, you'll do something to get fired, for sure.
That might be coming up. We should
nice vote of confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Thanks.
God. You just won't last that long.
No, exactly.
No, I can't see it.
We should actually mention that JB is coming to us from his basement on his bicycle.
On his
bicycle?
No,
I'm not. I'm actually going to go jump on my bicycle later. So.
Okay.
Oh, okay. But he's coming to us from his basement today because he couldn't make it.
Basement cave, I guess.
Couldn't make it to the studio
from his pushy gaming work chair.
Yeah,
love it. So we should get back to the whole coffee fiasco from this morning.
Oh, yes.
I kind of cut you off, or was it JB wishing us happy birthday?
I think it was JB.
So we had texted about coffee, and 100%. I'm like, you pick DDT? Okay, McDonald's. I love McDonald's. Okay, no problem. I'll buy. Yeah. All right, see you there, Bell's Corners.
Yeah.
So we're coming from God's country in Rideau Canal, about 10 minutes, actually 7 minutes away.
7 minutes away.
And in that 7 minutes, I totally forgot. I'm driving down here. I'm taking my left on Robertson Road. I see the Tims. I'm driving up. Nothing. Didn't even dawn on me about McDonald's.
What's funny is that McDonald's is before the Tim's.
I drove right by
You
it.
drove right by it. Like, I don't mind Tim Hortons coffee. I like it.
The whole time I'm thinking I'm late too, which is bizarre because I was, and if I would have went there, you obviously were sitting there the whole time.
I was, yeah.
I drive in here, I complain about the lineup, I walk in, I get my coffee, I come out, and I'm like, oh, I think you wanted McDonald's actually.
Yeah, no,
that's.
And then I texted you. I said, I'm here.
And I said, yeah, I know, I'm here too. I messed up.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that was a great way to start off birthday podcast day.
Well, I guess karma, because you ended up, there was a big lineup in the drive-thru here, whereas there was no lineup at the MCDs.
Wow.
In the drive-thru.
Well, maybe that tells you something. That's what my parents always say, you know, and my wife's parents.
Usually there's a huge lineup there.
If we're ever traveling, they always say, oh, don't go to that restaurant if there's no cars there. You know, you got to go where it's busy, apparently.
That's true.
Hey, you heard that, JB?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
don't go to the restaurant where nobody's there, for sure.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Why not?
Because it probably sucks.
Well, typically it would mean that the local people are kind of avoiding it, so which is usually not a good thing.
That's the place I like to go to because I don't have to wait.
Well, you probably like going there because you can avoid all the people,
That's
too.
true. That's very true.
Yeah.
I avoid the people. I don't have to wait in line to get in or wait for my food because the service at the other place will inevitably be shit.
Yeah. Well,
because they'll have one person working.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's logic in both approaches for sure.
Yeah. Thanks.
So you know what? We already messed up. The readers don't know that today I actually have notes.
The readers?
The what?
The listeners?
What did I say? The readers?
The readers, yeah.
And you have in your notes viewers too.
Well, maybe they're...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Man, we're 5 minutes in and this thing's completely off the rails.
Yeah, but get this. I am actually referring to the Podbeanskis with 3 different titles here. Yeah, you're right. Readers, listeners, and viewers.
Okay.
Which in theory
what's
could
on the
apply.
agenda, boys?
Well, I thought we'd start with, and we forgot, the pizza topping conversation. Remember during the week, JB, I sent you a text saying how a world record was created with the longest recorded conversation?
Yes, 25 hours, right?
25 hours on a podcast, and apparently the first couple hours we're talking about pizza toppings. So I had this wise idea. Mind you, I'm no producer. You should have come up with this. Where we just start off talking about pizza toppings for like 8 minutes. And when it's just as boring as completely possible, we say, hey Podbeanskis, can you imagine listening to us do this for 25 hours?
You know what? We could probably have a good solid half-hour conversation just on crusts without even getting to the toppings.
My favorite crust is crispy.
Wait a second.
Crispy
Wait a
and
second.
thin.
Wait a second. Should I put in the warning now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warning, the next part of the podcast is a major injurious waste of your time. Warning, the next part of the podcast is a major injurious waste of your time.
Yeah.
Did you have like a consistent background warning for the whole podcast?
Yeah, I could just put up the
just like faded in the background as we're talking.
That's pretty much just whenever DDT opens his mouth, probably.
Oh! Ouch! Well, that's true because I'm never prepared though. I try to be prepared, but then I forget stuff.
Okay, so back to the topic here, JB. I think it's too boring just talking about crust, but pizza in general. Pizza in general in Ottawa.
There's so many subtleties to crust, right? Like there's deep dish. There's like the
Can we
thin
just make
crust.
him?
There's the rising crust.
I'll just take them off
some
speaker.
people
Careful,
make it at
JB.
home. There's pita that you can make as a crust. You can use naan bread as a crust.
Yeah.
There's so many different
Cauliflower.
Yeah, whole wheat, and now there's gluten free, and there's cauliflower crust, and
all we have to do at this end, DDT, is throw out buzzwords, and JD will talk about pizza
he'll keep
just
going. Exactly.
For whole wheat.
Whole wheat.
Oh, he's not biting on that one.
There's flavor, there's stuffed crust.
Gluten free.
So how about?
Is it bad that I'm drooling right now?
Yes, over crust. Yeah, because we have.
No, I'm just picturing all the different kinds of pizza.
I
love pizza. It's probably one of my favorite foods.
Okay, so
like
best
a good
pizza
crust,
place.
though.
Best pizza place in Ottawa.
Well,
DDT.
First of all, I do like a good crust on a pizza?
We got to move on from the crust.
Okay.
Best pizza place? Come on.
I'm
going
asking
to
DDT
say
first.
There's two best pizza places in Ottawa that are side by side to me, but I'll let you guys go.
Okay, thank you. Go.
hijacking the
I
conversation.
think I know his two, but let me guess yours too,
Yeah.
JB, before you actually say. Go.
Oh, me first?
Yeah.
Okay. Or should we let JB go?
No, you go.
All right.
We've already lost our listener.
I'm
by
gonna.
now.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna say there's a few for me, but maybe it used to be Colonnade,
Okay. Yeah, it used to be for me too.
but they closed up here.
Well, then they got. I don't like their pepperoni. They made a switch at one
Did
point,
they?
and I didn't like the new pepperoni.
Yeah, I don't know if they still open on Metcalf Street. Are they still?
Probably that was the flagship store, I guess. There.
Yeah, but they had one up here in Canada.
Okay, and what else?
They closed.
What
And,
else?
but then I would have to say Gabriel's.
Okay, Gabe's is your typical big thick pizza.
Willie's is good.
Willie's is similar. Yeah.
There's a few places that have been advertised that haven't gotten to,
Okay,
like Benici's. You hear that one all the time.
I've heard of that. Yeah,
I have heard of that one. I've been really, really wanting to try it.
we got to try that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so JB,
So those would be
Yeah.
mine.
I think I don't disagree with most of them. I think one of JB's, and I'm just gonna say it and then you describe it, JB. I know where it is. It's in Vanier. I think it's called Eastview, but I'm not sure.
No, Louis Pizza.
Louis
Louis,
Pizza.
yes, Louis.
Louis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
my number ones are Colonnade, and again, there's a Colonnade in Barhaven. There's a
is.
few of them, but the flagship, the main one that's been around is on Metcalf, and it's still open.
Okay.
And they still have like the original pepperoni and original everything.
Okay.
And it's fantastic.
Okay.
So to me, side by side, Colonnade Pizza and Louis Pizza.
Okay.
And then recently, I would say my third or second choice is Farinella's.
Huh. Where's that?
Never heard of that one.
You gotta try it, man. They have like it's a meter long pizza or a half meter, and then you can order like a whole bunch of different funky toppings, but really, really good pizza. So those would be my three in Ottawa, and then of course I do really like Willie's. I really do like Gabriel's as well,
Okay.
but by far those three are my favorites right now.
Now, JB, when you give dimensions on a pizza, it's useful if you get the second dimension if you're describing an area. If it's a meter or half a meter long, is it like 3 centimeters wide? Or is it like 20 centimeters wide? Is it like a meter wide?
how
Is
long
it like
that
a
would be?
giant cut of carpet? Like, what are we talking about?
I would say to mess up the dimensions completely, I would say it's about a foot wide by
wow.
a meter long.
What?
That's awesome.
What?
It's a really funky box. Like
Poor
it's a really
DDT. There's
awkwardly long box. It's
yeah.
very non-conventional
Okay.
pizza box.
What?
Now there's smoke coming out of DDT's birthday gray hair right now.
There
but
is, yeah.
That's okay.
So what are you talking
Well,
about?
where-
Like
yeah.
you order this pizza.
I gotta try that.
Is that a large? Or is it just one size?
The meter long would be a large, I guess, and then the half size would
Okay.
be medium, I assume. But
Well,
they don't really have conventional pizza sizes.
Okay.
Those are the two sizes they offer.
how expensive is this pizza?
And where is it? Out in Stitz, Vegas, or what?
I think there's a place downtown-ish, and there's one in Canada North.
Okay, Canada North.
And how expensive is it?
They're not cheap, right? Like, I mean, if you're going to
Yeah.
pizza, you can get like,
Pizza.
or Little Caesars or whatever, Domino's. You can get a couple larges with 2-3 toppings for a fairly reasonable price. But anytime you're going to any of these other pizza places, like a large is like $20-$30, right?
Okay.
It's not cheap.
Well, actually, that's
That's
not bad.
about
That's
yeah,
about
that's
average, I'd
about
say.
average
Yeah.
these days, yeah, for a large.
Yeah.
extra
Yeah,
large.
so that's about the price, right?
Okay.
So you know what? I'm going to give some honorable mentions to the.
Can I not say mine first?
Well, let me just give my honorable mentions.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Go for it.
The honorable mentions.
DDT's show.
I actually like. I actually liked Pizza Hut pizza. And then they closed up here.
They used to have a buffet. Is it actually closed?
It's closed, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Pizza Hut pizza, I actually like that. And he mentioned Little Caesars. My kid likes that.
I like the crispy edges there.
Yeah, so I those are kind of honorable mentions.
They're good. They're good.
Sorry to cut you off.
I'll go with my number 2, and it's tough because no one in my household actually likes it. So if I ever really want to eat a lot of pizza, I'll get it because I know no one else really wants it.
Yeah.
Jojo's Pizza. There's a couple in Stittsville, close to.
Really?
I've heard mixed reviews.
I love Jojo's because it's cheaper than a Gabriel's, but it tastes as good in my opinion.
I've heard mixed.
And you can get a nice Greek salad with it, or you get like nice combos and stuff.
Okay.
They used to have some deal on a Monday. We used to get a lot. Maybe that's why my family doesn't like it. If it was Monday,
I'm with DDT on that one as well. My family doesn't like it, and primarily my kids, because they used to
get it at school.
They used to have like pizza days at school.
Yes.
And the school would order pizza, and then the kids would get pizza. So we got it for our kids like once a week or something, and they weren't giant fans.
No, I've heard those excuses at home too, and that's because they pretty much had 2 versions of their pizza.
Yeah, probably one for school, which is very cheap.
Anytime you get a school version pizza, it is not like the real thing.
Cheap
even
even
Gabriel's does that. They kind of have a school version, and then anyways.
And in all fairness to Jojo's Pizza, I haven't given them the benefit of the doubt of actually ordering it, so I'll have to try it. I'll put it on my to-try list.
You know what? If you just want to try it, get some sort of family combo. Figure out the day of the week it's cheap. Like, I remember getting a Gabriel's family combo back in the day for, I swear to God, it was $25 maybe. Less than $30 for sure. Okay. And it'd be a large pizza, a huge salad, some other treat like chicken bites or something, drink, dessert, like the whole shebang. It was good. Anyhow, Mountain, my number 1, super surprised and disappointed. Super surprised and disappointed you guys haven't mentioned it, especially you with your heritage.
Okay.
Did that give it away? Did that give it away?
No.
Think about it. Best pizza in town, Preston Street.
There's a few places down there.
Well, there's one.
Oh,
JB knows it. The Prescott.
Oh, Prescott, of course. But that's...
You're thinking meatball sandwich, probably.
The Dewey at the Prescott
The Dewey.
Fantastic.
JB knows exactly what I'm talking about. The Dewey.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
totally at the top of the list. The Dewey is fantastic.
Yeah, and that's because we didn't maybe think about it because it's not an easy, common thing for us to get out here in the burbs.
No,
it's a real treat if you're down there and you get a Dewey.
Prescott for sure, but like you're just when you say heritage, yes, that's in Little Italy, but I wouldn't say that the Prescott is an
Italian place.
No, it's a real the Prescott
so I was
is
thinking like
a real
like,
melting pot. I love the Prescott.
Yeah. No, for sure they do have.
I couldn't tell you the last time I was there, but it's
they do have good pizza.
I used to play late hockey on Friday nights, and then we'd actually go to the Prescott after our games.
Oh man!
And my go-to was the combo plate, which had a small Dewey and one of their giant meatballs, and it was glorious.
Yeah.
Oh man! After a 10 p.m. hockey game.
Yeah,
Awesome.
exactly.
Yeah, I would have probably burned about 250 calories on the ice, and then would go ahead and consume about 3,000 calories of food.
Exactly.
That's the way it is, man.
Yeah. No, that's a definitely a good mention, the Prescott. But like I said, I wouldn't think Italian.
You should warn the listeners that I've got about 8 points here.
Oh yeah.
Our usual podcast pushes an hour, and we haven't even started it yet.
And we were at
one quick question.
2 hour
15 minutes.
What is a topping that you will not have on your pizza?
Mushrooms.
I don't like white onions on a pizza at all. Very gross.
Mushrooms.
White onion.
Okay.
Mushrooms.
I can handle green onion every now and then. Or red onion. Like the Dewey has red onion, does it not?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, but the white onion, oh God.
Mushrooms.
No. How about you, JB?
There's really nothing I won't eat on the pizza, man. I like anchovies, olives, mushrooms, artichokes, whatever.
Mushrooms.
Yeah.
I do not like mushrooms.
I'm not difficult.
You know what I love?
Fungi.
Probably my favorite topping, if it's done right, is like a crumbled Italian sausage, like a nice Italian, not a sliced one.
Yeah.
But like the butchery, like when I make my own pizza, oh my God. Crumbled Italian sausage from the butchery.
Yeah.
I could almost eat it with just that. A little
That's
basil,
good.
a nice sauce.
Yeah, I don't like mushrooms.
I think you said you don't like mushrooms.
Yeah. I wonder what topping don't you like, DDT, on pizza?
Mushrooms. Mushrooms I don't like. Yeah. In Italian, they're called fungi.
Fungi.
Yeah. I don't like them.
I think
You're a bit of a fungi. You're really
a fungi. A fungi.
I think in English they're called fungi as well.
Should we have a dad joke alert?
Oh, God.
God, you guys are just making me do work.
As long as it's not one of JB's dad jokes.
Yes.
Okay? They're not dad jokes.
Yeah.
We've talked about that before.
We have talked about it.
Yeah, we have.
We won't go
Sadly.
there. We won't go
All
there.
right, so back to the points. What do we got going on?
Well,
I think
back to the main point.
We've killed the pizza topic.
Yeah, but I think we've given the Podbeanskis a good taste of what 26 straight hours could look like if we wanted to go for that world record, eh? And I think, JB...
We've only touched the tip of the iceberg of the pizza conversation.
Yeah,
we
but
could
that...
easily go another hour.
And that's my point. So for us to break the record...
26 hours?
For us to break the record,
Yeah.
A, I think it's doable.
Yeah.
But B, yeah, we would have to take one specific topic like that, pizza,
Yeah.
and stretch it to an hour. And if we could
here's a question
26
for
topics
the
done.
Podbeanskis if they want to write in.
Yeah.
Is there any interest from the Podbeanskis to have us do potentially some kind of live, record-breaking, ridiculously long podcast for some kind of charity?
I'm in.
Oh. Well, we'd have to talk about, like...
We could do it for the man cave.
Yeah, we could do it in the man cave.
Raise money. No, raise money for the man cave.
Well,
no.
Could that be the charity?
No.
It would have to be for the children.
Well, we could.
That's
all you
not
have to
a
do is get a
charity.
number or something.
That's not a
right?
charity.
Well, it
That's
depends.
not a charity.
The
And
barn cave.
Although mentally you're probably still a child,
At
you
times.
don't really fall into that category.
That's
Okay.
not really a
Okay.
charity. That's more giving money to...
Really, the three of
Fix it
us
up.
have sort of a combined mental age of about like
7.
25.
Yeah. How much? That's a little too
What?
high. The only thing about doing that 26-hour or longer podcast...
Yeah. We
is-
couldn't all do it all together for the whole time. We'd have to have shifts.
break it up in shifts.
Yeah.
And
Now, I'm totally into it as long as I get the night shift off so I can sleep.
oh, sure, exactly.
Like, I could probably start at, let's say, 5 a.m. with JB, because
Yeah.
you don't get up till 10
Right.
normally,
That's true.
right?
Yeah.
And then you come in at 10, we shoot the normal shit like we do till 1
JB gets
o'clock
the
or
afternoon
2.
off.
JB gets the afternoon off. I can
Yeah.
go hard right through to even maybe 9 at night. Like, I could do like
Well,
16
wait a second.
hours
So
straight.
if I get up at 5, then I
Yeah.
have to go till 5 the next morning?
But you do that some nights anyways. Don't you?
No.
With your bourbon watching TV?
Yeah, but I normally go to bed around 12:30 and get up
Well,
around...
then you go at least till 12:30.
Yeah. Then you'd have to take the night shift. Or we just let JB talk for
That's too early.
overnight.
We should have 2.
He's good at that. He's done it before. For
He's the
others,
only one with experience
That's
talking alone
at night.
with
Yeah,
his.
that was a bit of a train wreck, though.
That was good. No. That poem was epic, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
We'll have to figure it out. Good logistics.
JB, could you do 2 hours in the graveyard shift all by yourself?
Maybe.
See, that's the spirit we're looking for.
I'd have to find a topic, something to talk
You
about.
can talk
but
about
probably.
pizza.
I mean, I'm sure we all
You could talk about crust.
You could talk
but
about...
I think the interesting thing would be kind of doing some live stuff, like
Mhm.
Talk about
cooking some lunch while we're actually talking.
talk
Yes.
about mushrooms. Talk
Yeah.
about mushrooms.
Bringing in guests for the charity that we're actually sponsoring, and not the Barn Cave, but like a real charity. Yeah.
We could do a... well, on the Barn Cave, why don't we raise funds for gas for the F-150 studio?
Ah, that seems legit.
Eh?
Yeah.
There you go.
Lord knows it would need it.
Good
That's
Lord.
Carry your
Struggling podcasters.
Huh?
You watching the there, JB, in the
You
background?
can't say that.
The
You can't say it.
What?
It's copyright. They'll come after you.
The word?
The word, yeah.
The description? What do you call it then?
The games.
Are you watching any of the games from China?
No. You can say what you
No.
can't say is the
can't.
S word for the big game this afternoon.
Well, you
right?
can't say that, but you can't say either.
What the hell is the
Really?
S word? What? Oh, you can't say that?
No, you can't.
You
The
just
too, like
No,
I
the
said
big,
it low.
The big football game this afternoon, they've actually copyrighted, I think.
same
You
the
can't
word. You're not allowed to say it.
same with the
Wow.
O word.
Are you kidding?
Really?
Yeah, same with the O word.
Is there like a word for every letter I'm not allowed to say?
Speaking of pizza joints, there was one, I think, out in Calgary that was called the O word pizza.
Huh.
And the O word committee came in and basically shut them down, said you have to change your name.
That's ridiculous, because that is it's a heritage
you
word,
remember
man,
on
the
Bank
Greeks,
Street,
right?
there was a sports store that was called
Yeah, of
Sports
course.
Shop, I
Of
think.
course.
And they actually had to change the name
Yeah.
because they actually even had the circle, like the rings and stuff. They had to change their name.
Okay, so there's a restaurant in Carleton Place called the Olympia.
Yeah.
I'm positive.
That would be one that they would have
Is
to
it
change
gone?
the name.
You think it's gone now?
Maybe it's gone, yeah.
We'll have to do a
Well,
little...
Olympia would be okay.
JB, are you doing any research here, or is your phone all tied up?
No, I could do some research actually.
Yeah, the Olympia.
Fact check. Fact check.
That's ridiculous. I've never heard such stuff. Well, my moment for the weekend was just a couple things.
Your what moment?
Moment.
Your O.
Moment.
I think we just say O word.
The O moment.
The games
That doesn't sound appropriate.
games.
The O moment.
that the athletes compete in.
I watched Canada men's hockey.
Did you say Canada?
Play Canada this morning.
I question that. What
Yeah,
are you
why?
talking about?
You didn't get your facts straight, man.
Yeah.
Canada played Canada this morning.
How?
Well, how could they not? All the players were born in Canada that were on the ice.
I was just going to say.
Except for
Did they play
5
China?
Americans and 1 Russian.
They played China?
They played the team that had Chinese uniforms on, yeah. Yeah, that wasn't China though.
So Olympia is fine,
JB's not even listening to us.
but and
Yeah.
are completely off limits unless you've secured proper licensing.
So now I'm going to have to go back and
Wow.
put in 1,000 beeps.
You're saying you can't, well, we're not naming a restaurant after us. Like, you're saying you can't even say the word either?
No, I don't think you're allowed to use it. I mean, obviously, we're talking about the event, and as such, I think we're doing some wonderful promotion for the.
No
I'm
kidding.
sure everyone's going to rush out and watch
Yeah.
more of the
Yeah.
because of the fact that we're promoting
he's doing
them
it
for
on
free,
purpose now.
really.
He's doing it on purpose now.
But
You know that.
we wouldn't be able to call this the cop car coffee podcast.
See, he's doing it on purpose now, isn't he?
So you have to beat that out for sure then.
Yeah, like if you listen to the
So I can't put it in the title either, the O
No.
special.
you could put O special.
Just O, but I
Or
couldn't say
games.
the OLY. I can't
No.
even,
No.
can I spell it all?
No.
Is that bad too?
Well, I don't know if you put dash marks like hyphens
Okay.
between the letters.
And like put a hashtag instead of a P
Hashtag.
or something?
Yeah.
Anywho,
You hear on the sports radio shows,
Yeah.
they can't, unless they are a sponsor of the big
right,
game,
they can't say it.
They say the big game,
The big game. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
which is
I do
tonight's
notice
game.
on some TV highlights,
Actually, interesting.
Fact check. Fact check.
So,
Jesus,
so the
my coffee there,
Charter
JB.
restricts public references to a competition solely to sponsors that have paid for it.
Yeah.
So very similar, I think, to the S word game this afternoon. It's the same deal. You're not actually allowed to talk about it unless you're a paid sponsor. Wow.
See, now I'm going to go through and have to,
Yeah, you better.
because now he's said it about 50 times.
Okay, now we know.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah,
gonna-
but are any of the 3 people that listen to the podcast going to report us?
Oh, they've probably got a big team there listening to every single little podcast out there, and they're going to sue the crap out of you.
I wouldn't doubt
That's
it.
awesome, man. We're going to get
Maybe we'll get.
extra readership, and
That's
then
true.
if we get like a cease and desist order, then we can actually sort of post that on Twitter and get more listeners. Even
We
That's
could double
That's
it.
not bad,
We
actually.
could double it.
Yeah.
that's not a bad thing, right? That's
know what
like
they-
promotion.
We
You know what
could-
they say?
we
Bad
could
press
hit
is
40.
always good press.
There's no such thing as bad press. That's what
right.
they say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're in media and you don't even know that one.
Yeah.
What
if it
is
bleeds,
going
it
on?
leads.
So the Canada game, and the
Canada,
other neat
yeah.
thing about the was this. I said
Oh,
it again.
I said it again. The O word.
Gotta
the
blank it out.
games.
The team from the United States that participate in the curling sport,
The curling sport.
they are such characters. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. You guys have taken the fun out of talking about it.
Yeah.
Like it's horrible.
I'm glad because
Okay.
less work for me now.
Okay, so what are we on to? So the canal, okay? I get up this morning.
The Rideau Canal, the
Rideau
longest
Canal.
skating rink in the world.
Yeah. Are we allowed to talk about the Rideau Canal? Or does the NCC
Absolutely.
have that copyrighted
Oh.
or trademarked? What's the
Oh.
difference?
It has been a fantastic canal season.
Until Thursday morning when they actually closed it.
Yes.
And it was closed. I could have seen it being closed for a couple of days, sure, I guess, if they want to preserve that nice ice. I couldn't believe it wasn't open this morning when I woke up. I got my skates sharpened. I was ready to go. I thought was sitting in the office this morning when I checked my texts and
The office.
with you guys, the office after I brushed my teeth and all. And I can't confirm the damn thing's open. So I'm like, I'm not going to drive all the way down there if it's not open.
Yeah.
Sure enough, JB just did some fact checking and it wasn't open.
No.
Coldest, like,
Well, it's open at noon.
it's opening at noon. Like,
Yeah.
that's whatever. Like,
Yeah,
it's
so
good, I guess.
By the
But
time
I'll-
we finish this podcast, you'll be able to go and
I could.
Enjoy the canal.
Like I mentioned to JB earlier, though, I'm not a fan of the crowds. I mean, every damn street's closed down there, it seems, these days. Like, it's almost like an amazing race just to find a parking spot to go skating. Whereas if I
Yeah.
go for 7 a.m.,
Yeah.
I got my spot. Even if the roads are closed, I have a little route, go right there, out of the car, onto the ice in like 5 minutes. But now
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't. So two things. A, at least good on you that you actually didn't actually drive there and then
Yeah.
find out that it was closed.
That would suck.
But B, you know what? I consider going to the canal kind of an outing, and I usually park either at Dow's Lake, which is paid parking,
Yeah.
and I'm more than happy to pay for the fact that I can have like an awesome 15-kilometer skate, or Carleton University on the other side of there, which is again a paid parking, but totally worth it in my opinion.
Huh. What's it cost to park at Dow's Lake? Do you know?
Depends how long you're skating kind of thing, but
Okay.
it's around $10.
Okay. Well, that's if you're bringing
Yeah.
the whole family, that's not bad.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Totally not a headache. Go
Yeah.
park, you walk across the
Yeah.
street, throw your skates on, and you're gone, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I'd pay for it.
Well, if you make your kids chip in, that's $250 each. That's
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably find somewhere free.
Yeah. But you're like me, but that's
Yeah.
the thing. Free, middle of the day, a little more challenging than
Yeah.
at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so JB cheered me up, told me it's opening up at noon. You never know.
Well, the Sens game is on again at 12:30
So that's
today.
bugging me too.
Yeah.
I'm so like,
Yesterday, 12:30 today.
I
12:30.
hate these 12:30 starts.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Well, so do the Sens, apparently.
Well, why are they agreeing to it?
They're terrible.
That's pathetic.
They don't seem to wake up by that time.
Yeah, and they got to. Sorry.
Yeah.
They don't like it because they're losing.
That's right.
Gotcha.
Because they don't
No, I
seem to
thought you
play
meant
well.
they actually didn't like it. but-
No.
No. Well, they played okay. I mean,
Murray played okay.
if they're
Murray played well. The
yeah,
rest of the team, but they were missing players.
if they're losing to the top teams at this point in the year, fine. If they continue to go on a run against everybody else, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
But they're on quite a run. Before these last two losses, they were
Yeah.
really rolling.
Yeah.
So if we can get back to that and win 5 games for every 2 we lose,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Sure.
But can we? I don't know. Today will be another
I don't know.
big
We'll
test,
see.
eh?
It's against Caps, so
Yeah, the
Yeah.
damn
So,
Caps.
so they lost 2-0 against the Bruins.
Yeah.
Was Marchand suspended?
No, he's suspended.
I assume he was.
Yeah.
suspended 6 games. But Sens have not scored in, I think, almost 8 periods.
And they're
Yeah,
playing the Capitals today.
Yeah,
they
which
are.
is not going to be an easy game.
No,
probably not.
they have not scored in 8 periods.
But now the Caps are not as strong as either of those other two
Yeah, they
teams.
are. Oh yeah, they are.
You think?
Oh yeah.
Not as good as
Oh, yeah.
Pittsburgh, though. They're as good as
Capitals have
Pittsburgh?
won-
Fact check. Fact check.
26 games, tied 14 and 9 losses.
All
Yeah.
right. Stats, man.
Yeah, that's good research, JB.
That's fast. Quick
Yeah.
with the fingers on the
I
phone.
got that wrong. Sorry.
Oh.
26 wins, 14 losses, 9 ties. Whereas
Okay.
Ottawa has 16 wins, 24 losses, and 4 ties.
We're edging closer.
Overtime losses.
We're edging closer, eh?
Yes.
OTLs.
Now, here's a funny thing.
It's a tie, man. I'm still torn about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
Here's a funny thing for you guys. Probably should have brought it up just after our pizza talk.
Oh yeah.
I tweet a bit, as you know. I'm really limiting it now these days. There's so much crap out there.
You never tweet on CCC account.
I should, but
you
that's
never put
kinda...
up the podcast on the CCC account.
Well, you two guys should be running that.
No, but you guys banned me from Twitter.
I think Twitter banned you from Twitter.
No, once, but I'm back.
Oh, once, okay.
Yeah,
You're back.
I'm back.
Like Brad Marchand is getting suspended.
Exactly, I'm back. But
so, have you guys ever heard of the Garlic King?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, my tweets don't get the reaction you might expect. My wit and humor just doesn't always come across online. There's probably a lot of people just confused or thinking I'm an arsehole, right? But so yeah, I see this car from somewhere. I don't know, this weird looking car. My first thought was it reminded me of the Garlic King car. You ever seen that?
Yes.
This guy, it's pretty unique, right? So I said something like, "Oh, that's awesome. Looks like the Garlic King, period. I hear he can do."
I don't know.
Oh my God, you guys don't know the line?
No. Oh,
I'm the Garlic King.
I can do. Yeah.
Okay, delayed, but
sorry. Yeah, it took me a second there.
Yeah, I said, it looks like.
What's the line?
I'm the Garlic King. I can do anything.
Are we allowed to say that now too? Because that's probably a
copyrighted there.
Is he still driving around with the same car with the big dome on the top?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I tweeted, and this car was from the States somewhere. I don't know. It wasn't even related, right? But I said, that looks like the Garlic King. I hear he can do anything. And that's it. Oh my God. I've never got so much reaction from a tweet ever.
Oh, really?
I've got people commenting on garlic, Kings, the Garlic King, and oh yeah, I've been there. I was just there the other day, and so and so liked your tweet. So and so's retweeting your tweet. So and so loves a comment on your tweet. Like crazy.
Yeah.
The Garlic King. Yeah.
Wow.
I just thought I'd mention that.
That's good.
Yeah, it blew up.
Yeah.
You never know when you'll finally get noticed. For me, it was the Garlic King.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, I've had a couple of tweets that went.
You have a few. Yours are more intense for sure.
Yeah.
A little more political than the Garlic King.
Yeah. The Garlic King.
Anywho, I figured.
Is he really the Garlic King? No. What makes him the Garlic King?
The fact that he's named himself that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's from Lebanon too, because a lot of the comments were about, he's from Lebanon.
Well, that's he calls himself the Garlic King because he owns a shawarma place, right?
I don't even know. I think so. It's in like the East End too.
And the garlic is one of the ingredients in the
oh God, I love
in the
garlic
sauce.
Yeah, I love all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
There's the garlic sauce and then there's the hummus, right? And there's usually two camps: the people that like the one or the people that like the other. But
usually the garlic sauce is pretty garlicky.
Gonna have to try that sometime.
It's pretty garlicky.
Yeah. So you guys got any?
You'll have to try that sometime. You've never tried garlic sauce?
What? Are you serious?
Well, I don't know. What did you say? You'll have to try sometime.
Yeah, sorry. What did you say?
King.
I said the garlic sauce is pretty garlicky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we both heard you say you would have to try something at some time. No?
I thought you said that.
You said that.
Oh, I said that.
Yeah, you just said that.
Yeah, you said that. I'll have to try that sometime.
Well, I would like to try the...
What? You've never tried garlic sauce?
That was a long time ago I said that. Yeah, the Garlic King. I want to try the Garlic King.
Oh, the Garlic King. Okay, yeah.
Good God.
Well, let's get back to the fact that you never know which tweet is going to get the most
You never
reaction.
know. You never know. Did you have... I don't think you want to share some of your...
Well, I had lots of tweets that have gotten like thousands of likes.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And a bunch of retweets and...
From your fringe followers.
Comments and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
on the hockey... Yeah.
You just shamelessly promoted your Twitter account, your Twitter label. That has nothing to do...
I shouldn't promote that because then people will go there and know who I am now.
So
never mind.
Opinions expressed by DDT do not necessarily reflect those of CCC, JB, or Duff.
I'm going to blank it out anyway.
You should probably.
Yeah. I don't want to promote
We don't want to lose the 5 listeners we have.
No, exactly.
So you guys have any picks or what? I feel we're getting to that time.
I don't have any picks this week.
I've got a couple picks, but I thought you guys might. No picks?
Well, I think you and I have a shared pick.
You got it.
For this
Why don't you describe it, JB?
So wait a second. This is the Duff and JB's
Yeah,
pick?
this is the pick of the week. The regular pick of the week.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
And JB, don't know spoilers, though I'm not quite done season 1. If it is indeed the pick you're going to say.
Yeah. yeah.
Okay,
we're
cool.
on the same page. I'm not, no spoiler alerts whatsoever.
Okay.
So I don't know how, so you want me to describe the show? Or?
No, just do the pick. Yeah, do the pick.
All right, so the
Just do the damn pick, JB.
The what?
Just do the damn pick.
Okay, so the show is called Reacher.
Yes.
Based on a series of books of the same name. There were actually 2 Tom Cruise movies. I think in the 2000s, not that long ago actually, that were based on the same thing.
Jack Reacher.
But a lot of people that love the books didn't really like the pick of Tom Cruise because in the book, Reacher is like a giant of a man, and Tom Cruise does not fall in that category. So having said that, there is a new series on Prime called Reacher, where the actor is giant. Really good show, based on essentially a drifter that was ex or retired military police, and just lands in this little town where there's some nefarious things happening, and it just goes from there. Really, really great show, great action, good character development. Really enjoying it so far.
I concur with all of that. I always laugh at the fact when you say it was originally, the films were set up with Cruise, because I try to picture Cruise in some of these episodes, AJB, wouldn't work. Would not work at all. Okay?
Well, that's one of the things about the books that they say is that essentially this Reacher character walks into a room, and people kind of turn around and they're like instantly intimidated, right?
Yeah.
And then you think of Tom Cruise in the role now that you've actually seen a few episodes, and it's like, yeah, I can't picture it.
Yeah.
I bet you he starred because he was probably the producer.
I would think so.
Yeah.
And he's got the physicality, but he's super bright. He's brighter than the other investigators. And it's kind of like Ozark, which you haven't started yet, JB, where the well-placed humor will have you laughing your ass off. Like Reacher and, what is it, Roscoe and, oh my God. Finley. Those 3, like, they're so distinct, those 3. And the humor is... The humor's amazing.
There's a lot of really good sarcasm. It's a lot of fun to watch, actually.
Yeah, it's anyways, probably one of our best picks, I'd say.
So this week's pick of the week is Reacher. On
Prime.
Now,
my Lanark pick.
Oh, we have a Lanark pick.
Yeah, I have a Lanark pick.
Oh,
I got up this morning.
You didn't mention that earlier.
Got up this morning.
Yeah.
And wanted to go skating.
Yeah.
Wasn't going to go skating.
So
threw some stuff into the garage for recycling. Opened up the garage door and could not believe how cold it was.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought, I'm not going to go skiing or anything. I'm going to go work out.
Yeah.
Go downstairs, turn on the TV. And I don't know about you guys and your TVs and your gyms and stuff, but all these ridiculous apps, these free apps that are there.
Okay.
I thought I'd try one. It's called Tubby or Tubi.
Is that like Doggy Coin?
It's an app.
Or Dogecoin?
I guess.
I actually have that.
You got Tubi?
I've watched a few older movies.
Yeah.
On that one, actually.
Isn't it cool, JB?
Is that on your phone?
Content.
Is that on your phone? The app?
It's on the TV.
Oh, like a smart TV.
Well, if you have a smart TV, you can download pretty much all the same
It's a
apps
smart
that you do on your
TV.
phone, right?
Yeah,
So it's Tubby or Tubi.
Yeah.
Tubi.
Yeah. So that alone, come to think of it, could be a Lanark pick right there. Because as JB says, it's just a bunch of old movies, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, absolutely. It's just a bunch of old content.
Yeah. So I wasn't going to do a yoga or any sort of fitness regime. I just wanted to lift weights and do some squats for half an hour. And up popped LA Confidential.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You guys must have watched that at some point.
Yeah, long time ago.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
It's a classic, AJB. I don't think I've ever seen it.
A long time ago.
I don't even remember watching it back then. I might have not.
What is it, 90s?
Like, you guys are much older than me.
Much older.
You guys are much older than me. So when that movie...
Easy.
Well, when that movie...
I am.
When that movie was in its prime, I was probably like 5 or 6 or something.
No.
No,
What are you
it
talking
can't be
about?
that old.
It's not in the 70s. That's a 90s movie, I believe.
Well, whatever. It was still
You were
probably...
6 in the 90s?
It was probably too much for me.
I will do a fact check.
I grew up in Lanark, so everything was a bit
That's
delayed,
true.
right?
That is very true.
Get to the
It is
point, Duff.
1997, so it's not that old.
See, 97, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was probably working then. I don't know.
Oh.
But Hey, enough of that. Modern day. I'm watching it. Really good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Well, I watched, I
Who's
guess.
starring in that again? I forget.
You know what? So here's some characters. Well, JB, tell us who's in it. You're the one doing the research.
Researcher there. Come on,
Guy
JB.
Pearce, Russell Crowe, Kevin Spacey.
Right.
Spacey, yeah. There's a bunch, eh?
Yeah.
Kim Basinger's in there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Kim.
Wow,
Kimmy.
there's quite a few.
But
Danny DeVito, James Cromwell. Wow.
Yeah, but what I've mentioned before, what I like is that 50s
Give him
era.
the cut.
Yeah, JB can't see me
No, he
doing
can't.
the
No,
cut.
No.
Love that era on a good film shown from that era with drama and humor.
Yeah.
So it talked about, I guess it profiled 3 different cops, right? And how they dealt with crime, I guess, in Los Angeles. But there was a real Hollywood component to it, right? Like with photography and whatever.
Okay.
I think you'd like it again. Maybe you
I'll have to go back and check it out.
Anyways.
Can I find that at the local corner store on VHS in Lanark?
No
But
doubt.
if it's a 97 pick, does that even count as a Lanark pick?
Oh, that goes back.
Can you even get it on VHS?
Well, definitely DVD.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be on Blu-ray.
DVD for sure.
Or they get it on Tubi. They can get it on Tubi.
Tubi.
Anyways,
Tubi or not Tubi?
That's my Lanark pick.
That is the Duff's Lanark pick of the week.
Duff's Lanark pick of the week
Confidential.
is LA Confidential on
Tubi.
Or
not to be.
Tubi. So there you go, boys. To be or not to be.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah.
So what else? I think
What else you got there?
That's
on
it.
your list. I had a thing I wanted to talk about, but I forgot.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You got me excited there for a
really?
second.
I had a really great story.
You got nothing though, eh?
I was like, I got to tell that on the podcast, and then I
Did you
forgot.
set something on fire?
No, I did not this time. No. It was a good story, but I just can't recall what it was.
I know for sure we don't want to talk about the stock market.
No.
After the last week.
No.
But it is getting us thinking about alternative investing, that's for sure. It's so depressing, eh?
Well, I haven't looked.
I mean, now's the time we should be putting money in, I guess, because it is down. But don't you get the...
I haven't looked because I don't want to be depressed any more than I already am.
And don't you get the sad suspicion it might get worse just with the geopolitical climate these days? And
it could be, but it could also present a good buying opportunity.
I think it does for sure. Like I guess the optimistic one in all of us thinks a couple weeks out from now we should be in a better place. But how do you keep throwing money into something going down, hoping it'll?
You got to kind of.
That's what the good investors do, I guess.
Well, it's hard to time.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Buy low and be patient with what you've purchased, and it balances out.
Yeah.
Well, if
DDT's more about buying high and selling low.
Oh my God! You know the problem.
He's famous for saying that. I buy high and sell low.
Well, you know what the problem is, JB.
Like Jerry
I
D.
listen to Duff. I know we disclaim the investment portion of the podcast as for entertainment purposes only.
Thank God.
So I should take that seriously myself because then I go in and listen to Duff. I buy what he recommends, and then of course it tanks.
Yeah.
So Ford is a good example of that.
Ford hasn't tanked, buddy. It's coming back for sure.
I go in, I buy Ford after weeks of Duff propping it up, and I'm in there and I'm looking at it and stuff, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to make the purchase. So I make the purchase.
Yeah, it's good.
And then it just drops like a
you know what's going
Hiroshima
up,
nuclear bomb.
I'll remind you another reason why it's going back up. My old man went to look at a new truck.
Okay.
It's that time of year again. Must be
For
spring.
him?
Spring must be coming. So he goes into his little Ford shop, probably in Perth, I guess, or CP.
Yeah.
6-cylinder truck, 2-wheel drive, so not even 4-wheel drive. Not a king cab like
just
the
a
studio.
2-person cab.
Pretty much the simplest truck you can buy.
Yeah.
Base price?
Yeah.
$42,000.
Whoa.
42.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Not kidding at all, boys.
Wow.
So $42K.
And he probably doesn't take delivery till next fall.
Not sure about that. I think it's all supply and demand. Like delivery is, with these prices, delivery's gonna come quicker because they're surely to God people aren't lining up, like in massive rows for $42,000 basic trucks. And
that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna buy a truck, you want a 4-wheel drive usually, right? It's, wow.
So that could be part of the reason. Like if they're only making a certain number of the 2-wheel drives, maybe that does make them more. He's open to whatever 4-wheel drive or whatever. But you look at the F-150 Studio,
Yeah.
Like, extrapolate the price of this thing right
but
now.
geez.
It doesn't even make sense.
No.
But
Exactly.
but as
But
an
to go back to your point, DDT, I think that anything that, just like the good listener, anything that any of us gives anyone as far as advice should be taken with a large grain of salt.
Well, I should follow that
Yeah.
advice because I
with a
listen
dump
to Duff.
truck load of salt.
Yeah. I listened to Duff, and it's like there was the other one. The other one was Cars.
Yeah.
Cars was another stock that I listened to Duff on.
Yeah.
Did my own research, mind you, but
Yeah,
I
for
listened
sure.
to Duff on it in the end. I pick it up, and
Yeah.
doesn't it? Maybe I'm a cooler.
You know
You
what?
ever heard the term the cooler? A cooler? You know what a
This-
cooler is?
This whole I do. But this whole
JB, you know what a
investment.
cooler is?
Oh my gosh.
I don't understand it in the context that you're using.
Yeah,
however.
it's a little.
Well, anytime I buy a stock, I'm the guy that has to go into the card game to cool everything down when other people are winning.
oh, I
that's-
see.
Oh, I see.
Oh, at a
Yeah.
casino.
At a casino.
I gotcha. Yeah.
They're called coolers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the guy that sits last from the dealer in blackjack and
Yeah.
hits on a 16, that sort of thing.
that's it,
Yeah,
exactly.
everybody walks away.
That's right.
That's you, eh?
That's
Oh, That's
me.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's the stuff we talk about now though is not to retire in July, right? We are
That's
looking.
my goal.
Yeah. Well, you already said that. 55 ain't happening.
No, it's not.
JB's working till he's 80. Like, you guys have different plans, I guess. But yeah, like, we're not. You can't tell me, and like realistically, Ford and the car stock, how on earth can they not be worth more 5 years out? Like, that's my gut feeling still.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna
Like,
go by
minimum.
that because I
Minimum.
can't sell it now.
You're screwed either
Or I'll
way.
take a
No,
loss.
Yeah.
that's the way you got to look at
You
it,
got
right?
it.
Unless we've
Yeah.
talked about this before. Unless you're
Yeah.
literally on top of it and you're analyzing it every single day, and
Yeah.
you're kind of going in and buying and selling,
Yeah.
on a daily basis. You're essentially buying stock, and you're in it for the long haul.
Yeah, and even those guys don't get it right. Like, it's not. There's no
I know,
guarantee
I
that
know,
just
yeah.
because you put more effort into it, you're going to do better.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, those.
Like, look
those,
at you guys playing hockey. Like, same thing, right? You guys could try. You're still only going to be so good, right?
Oh, absolutely.
That's a
The,
good analogy.
the professionals
Yeah.
that do this investment thing for a living
Yeah.
are probably, on average, more right than they're wrong.
They
Or
have
else
to
they
be.
wouldn't be in
They
the
wouldn't be
business.
making money.
Right.
And they are statistical analysis gurus. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even a stock thing. It's just a statistics thing.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the stock.
Yeah.
A lot of they're basically sales jobs, but I mean, in the end,
Yeah.
you still have to produce a better return for your
Yeah, or you're not going to have
clients.
a business.
Yeah, exactly.
for sure.
Yeah.
Unless it's a Ponzi scheme,
Ah,
right? And there's a
Yeah.
few of those kicking around.
yeah, that's it.
No doubt.
Maybe we could do that for the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. Next level investments in Kingston. We've talked about
Really?
that before.
We have?
2 years ago.
Oh,
I guess we haven't.
no, we haven't.
That's a show on its own there.
Okay. That'd
Google-
be part of the 26
Google that.
hours of
Google that, good listener. Next level investments. out of
26
Kingston.
hours of podcast.
Unbelievable.
We could talk a few hours about that.
That could be hour 25.
Exactly.
Keep that for the
Yeah.
Guinness Book Records
Yeah.
show. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God, am I allowed to say Guinness Book of World Records?
I'm gonna have to
You have to double
beep
check
that out too.
Beep
JB,
that.
can we say Guinness Book?
I don't know.
Can we
There's
say
so many,
Guinness?
It's going to be a very beepy episode.
Okay, we'll let that one
Warning:
slide, I guess.
in this episode, you will face lots of
Beeps.
Yeah.
We'll let that one slide and take our chances, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well,
All
JB, I'm very happy you joined us today, even though it
I'm
was
excited
over the
to be
phone.
here, even at a distance.
Yeah, over the phone from your parents' basement. No problem.
Your research wasn't too bad,
It
although
was good. A little delayed.
a little delayed. We had to
Yeah.
tell you a couple times to.
Yeah.
Do
It's
the
hard though.
research.
We're not in person. He can't pick up the cues.
No,
as
you can't.
fast.
You can't see the look.
Yeah.
Like when
No,
you
I can't
you
see.
did
I can't see the frowns and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
dirty looks thrown
when
my
Duff
way.
did the cut
Cut.
the
cut.
throat cut thing. You didn't see that.
And it's weird because it's
I
me.
saw it.
But it's me basically telling you to tell him.
Oh, is that
Whereas
how's that?
that's what I'm thinking, but of course it's not working.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, next time you do it, I'll know, and I'll say JB cut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there it is, folks. Cop, car, coffee. How long was that?
Wow, I can't see it. My
had to be an
screen's too
hour.
dirty.
That had to be.
Yeah, we're very close to an hour on that one for sure.
53 minutes of pure gold.
Is that one of the longer ones? I wonder.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. We could have talked about pizza forever.
Yeah.
We got to come back to pizza next week.
Do I need to put the warning in right off just before the pizza? I think so.
Maybe we can get a pizza sponsor.
The thing is, agreed, JB.
Well, we don't have
pizza
coffee sponsor yet.
The pizza chat was great, but the crust talk was a bit specific.
Oh.
There's so many options for crust.